Hello everyone. Today we shall look into few other generator functions of list. I'll quickly go to blank query. I'll create a blank query. I'll show you how to create list of dates. I'll type list dot dates. Okay, I'll open the parenthesis. Here you could see that the first parameter is the start as date. I'll put hash. I use date function, which is standard date function. I have three parameters in it. First I'll provide year, comma, month is 04 and the date I'll use today's date, which is 16. I'll put a comma after the first parameter. Here you could see that I have to provide count as number. Suppose that I want 15 dates from now, 15 days. I'll type 15 and put a comma. Here in the third parameter, you would require duration in over there. Here in the third parameter you would require duration. I'll type hash duration. I'll open the parenthesis. In the first parameter of duration, it is number of days. I'll provide, since I want days, I'll provide 1. In the hours, I want 0, minutes 0 and seconds 0. In the first parameter I provided date. In the second parameter I provided the count, number of days I want. In the third parameter I have mentioned it that the duration I want as days. Duration helps us to customize the dates, hence it is helpful in the third parameter. I'll click on it. Here you could see that list of dates are now available from 16th April to 30th April. I'll rename the list as dates and I'll show you how to create date times as well and date time zones as well. Here I'll create a new query and go to blank query. This is my blank query. I'll show you list dot date times. Okay, list dot date times function. It will fetches the dates similarly along with the time part. Okay, I'll use the standard date time function, which is date time. In the parenthesis, I'll provide today's date along with current time 2023 0416. Now the time is 3:55 p.m. I'll write 15 comma 55 comma 00. This is I have provided date and also time. With respect to count, suppose that I provide 10 just for an example. Okay, and in the step similarly I'll provide duration, hash duration, and I'll write days. I don't want days, so I'll put 0. Hours I want one, to be incremented by 1 hour. I'll provide minutes as 0 and seconds as 0. I'll click OK. Here you could see that for the current date the time is incremented like 1 hour ahead. Suppose that I want to change it. Okay, I want to change instead of 1 hour, I suppose that I want 30 minutes to be changed. I'll write 30 and just click on here. You could see that it will show me the time every 30 minutes. Suppose that I change the count, instead of 10 I write 100. Okay, here you could see that the time and dates would be given for me accordingly till 18th by counting. This is how this duration is helpful for us to create valid date and times according to the requirement. I'll rename this list as date time and I'll quickly show you how to create the date time zone as well. I'll create a blank query. Let us explore the list.datetime_zones. I'll open the parenthesis. Let us type the date time zone, which is standard function, where I have to provide date like year, month is 040 and date is 16. I'll type the time as 15:55. Okay, and along with the date and time I have to provide zone and zone hours. I'll write zone hours as -8 and 0 hours. So this is how we create daytime zone. I'll put a comma. Suppose I'll take, for now I'll take 10 as an example, and in the duration I'll similarly take hours as duration, where I'll put for days I'll put 0, for hours I'll put 1, minutes 0, and for seconds it is 0. So first parameter date time zone, and second parameter is the count, and third parameter is the duration, similar to the other two functions. I'll click OK. Here you could see that my date time zone values are available for every 1 hour for today until 17. As you increase the count, the time count would be increased. You could customize it along like accordingly within the duration. Okay, this is how list dates, date time, and even date time zones could be created. You could convert into table and utilize as the tabular column in your data. Okay, I'll go to blank query and show you how to create times as well. We have a function called list.times where it will help us to create time. We have standard function hash time. I'll open parenthesis. I'll provide 0 comma 0 comma 0, which is like 12 a.m. I'll provide in the count, I'll provide 24 to show you like 24 hours. In the duration, I'll provide duration 0, which is days, for 1, which is hours, 0 for minutes, and 0 for seconds. So once I click here, you could see that from 12 a.m. it is showing me the time till 11 p.m. Suppose that you want, instead of 1 hour, you want to view every 30 minutes. Okay, here you could create the list, and instead of 24 you could make it till 48. Okay, then once you click here, you could see that every half an hour time is populated. This is how you could create list.times, and which is helpful in creating time duration column. Okay, and this is all for now. Thank you for watching. We shall meet in the next video.